Yeah, it's exciting for sure to kind of get things going. I've been out here for a few months now, and just kind of skating with the small group that we had, but to actually have an official training camp practice, kind of long time coming.
Dallas was talking earlier about the competition between you and Ryan Miller. How is it competing? And then also, he's a guy who's without a doubt a mentor for you, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, growing up, you think back to that gold medal game with Team Canada. Just watching him, he was someone that you kind of idolized growing up, just being an American-born goalie, and the success that he's had. And for me, him having all this experience in the league, I kind of want to pick his brain a little bit. But at the same time, like you said, there's that competition aspect, and we're both going for the same job. So when we get on the ice, it's me versus him, just kind of battling each other.
It is day one of camp, but the season's starting in 14 days. So, with that being said, what were some of the things you were working on today?
For goalies, especially, we did D exchanges. So that was a big thing. You got a couple new guys here, and you look at the communication aspect of it. They wanted guys to talk, and as a goalie, you love that. You love hearing your defenseman when you go behind the net to play the puck. You love hearing them call for it. So that was something that we kind of worked on with the D, but. Just in general, just kind of getting systems going. Obviously we've all had this long layoff now, so it's kind of just getting back into a routine, getting your brain working again.
When you heard of the season officially starting, was there anything different that you were doing in preparation for today, or was it just business as usual for you? Same thing you've been doing for a while.
Kind of the same thing I've been doing for a while. Early on, when I kind of went back to New Jersey, I kind of worked on bulking up a little bit, kind of getting some muscle. And once I came out here, I kind of tried to tone down a little bit, kind of get a little leaner, work on a little more cardio. So for me, that's the biggest thing I worked on this off season. But I think right now it's kind of getting back into game shape. I think that's going to be the biggest thing going forward.
How big were the smiles on everybody's faces? And then I'm sure Dallas probably turned them upside down, right? Running you guys into the ground.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad today, but we got a scrimmage day tomorrow, so it'll definitely be a little more intense and definitely a lot more high pace. So I think tomorrow will be the day that the smiles will turn to frowns potentially.
All right, that's all I got for you. Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Stoli, this is an off season unlike any other, probably the longest off season you've had in quite some time. What was it like, both mentally and physically, to have to prepare for a season to come back, but never really knowing when that true date was going to come?
Yeah, I think the most difficult part was not knowing when things were going to start. You kind of train and you're going and trying to bulk up. You're trying to get in game shape. You're trying to do all these things, but you really didn't know when that day was going to come, when they were going to announce that the season was starting. So I think the biggest thing was you kind of heard that they're looking at this January 13th start date, camp starting the 31st, and you kind of have this whole routine, and then it's like, boom, you're going 100%. You're fighting for a job, and I think that was the biggest thing. You kind of had to turn that engine on and get going again.
You talk about doing a little bit of different training routine early on. How much more of an advantage was it to have that long layoff? I mean, no guy wants to be off the ice for that long, but how were you able to maybe use it to train a different way or prepare yourself to find even more success this season?
Yeah, I think this kind of benefited me. Just having my surgery a couple years back on my knee, I was able to kind of get back to equality between my legs, kind of just getting the strength back, and I kind of used the time to kind of bulk up. Like I said, obviously I was getting a little heavy there, but I wasn't skating as much, so I didn't need the kind of I was able to do that. And for me, just getting back into it, I worked with a goalie coach a little bit in the summer. So I actually skated with Kev's brother-in-law a couple times. So it was nice to see them. And he worked with my brother when my brother was younger. So just kind of bringing back old memories there.
One final one for you. Obviously, we know the success you had in San Diego last year and how integral you were to that team. What can you take from that performance last year and bring into camp with you this year to help you in that competition with Ryan Miller?
I just think that, just going out there and showing that I can play at a high level for, an extended period of time. I think I played around 40 games last year. So I think that was the biggest thing for me, just kind of proving to myself that, I can handle a workload. I can, still be a dominant player in the AHL. So I'm just going to use that and take my confidence. I mean, it got my confidence sky high last year. So I'm going to take that and run with it this year and, fight for a job here.